The French government has just witnessed a historic event as its prime minister was ousted for the first time in 60 years. This occurred amidst continuous crises across Europe, from Germany to South Korea, raising questions about what is happening to America's major allies. Specifically, the French National Assembly recently held a no confidence vote involving 577 parliamentarians. According to the rules, if more than half of the members of parliament, 288, vote no confidence, the prime minister loses their position. As a result, 331 members of parliament voted against the prime minister, forcing him to step down. This marks the first time since 1962 that a French prime minister has been removed by parliament. The next step involves the prime minister submitting a resignation letter, which, upon approval by the president, will make his departure official. However, in reality, his political career is effectively over at this point. The causes of this event can be attributed to two main factors. The first is the breaking point caused by the immense pressure faced by the prime minister, who had only been in office for 3 months, the shortest tenure in French history. He assumed the position amidst a backdrop of economic crisis and budget deficits. France's current deficit stands at 6%, while the target is 3%. This requires decisive policies from the government, particularly from the finance minister, who is considered the most crucial advisor. However, the finance minister is only 33 years old, leading to doubts about his political experience, even though his actual competence remains difficult to assess. The deeper cause lies in the loss of trust in the prime minister's leadership and proposed policies. Amid this turmoil, his removal by parliament is not merely a domestic issue for France, but also raises concerns about Europe's future. Recent developments prompt a significant question. Can Europe weather the storm as its leading nations face consecutive crises? The French prime minister was forced to step down partly due to his controversial governance style and largely due to deep political divisions. To revive the economy, he proposed a budget reconstruction bill, but his approach to budget utilization was not approved by Parliament. Despite constitutional privileges that granted him special powers, the Prime Minister used this authority to push Parliament to pass the bill. However, instead of yielding, Parliament played its trump card by initiating a no confidence vote, leading to his ouster. From the start, the Prime Minister faced a precarious position. In France's fragmented political landscape, forming a government requires cooperation between parties. The left-wing coalition, holding the largest number of seats, had previously nominated Ms. Lucy for the prime minister position. But President Macron rejected this. Instead, he appointed Mr. Boni, causing dissatisfaction within the left-wing coalition. They viewed this as ignoring the voice of the majority and labeled the new government as losers. The fact that the government's ministers were not from the left-wing coalition further fueled their anger. From day one, Prime Minister Boni encountered intense criticism, including protests on his first day in office. These tensions escalated as he pushed for economic reform policies without securing sufficient support. As a result, after just 3 months, he became the shortest-serving prime minister in French history. Currently, France is plunged into political turmoil, with no clear successor to the prime minister's position. Despite facing immense pressure, President Macron has stated his intent to complete his term until 2027, rejecting calls for his resignation. The economic and political situation in France, as well as in Europe as a whole, is facing serious challenges. The recent collapse of Germany's government has only added to concerns about the future of this historically prosperous, but now deeply unstable region. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any content.